What if I told you that those negative thoughts taking up space in your mind, rent-free, aren't even true? Would you believe me? Hi everyone, I'm Ruth Abraham, an accredited certified coach with the International Coaching Federation. After being a stay-at-home mom for 10 years, divorcing a narcissist, losing both parents within 4 days, and getting laid off from a 9-to-5 job, I chose to follow my calling as a life coach. Working through my own low self-esteem and self-confidence and building my resiliency muscle, I am now here to help others walk through their life with more joy and confidence. And what is part of that joy? Letting go of judgment, especially the kind that we place on ourselves. That's why I created a step-by-step guide to help you let go of judgment. It's linked right below this video, and it's a great companion to what we're about to explore. So let's talk about thoughts. We all have them. Some can be helpful because they spark creativity, they lead to new ideas, and they help us make quick decisions. But many of our thoughts, they just don't serve us. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or I'm a bad parent because my ex said so, or I'll never get promoted, or I may be just too old to change careers. These are just sentences that your brain repeats because you've learned them from somewhere. Perhaps your parents, teachers, your partner, friends, or even society. They aren't facts, but because they've been on repeat for so long, they become beliefs. So now let's get clear before we start. You won't permanently get rid of your negative thoughts, but you can learn how to manage them. You can rewire your brain to think more positively by flipping the narrative, because there's always a positive that can be created from a negative. You might be thinking, but what can possibly be positive from what I am thinking about? Sometimes it's hard to see, especially when you're buried in negativity. Or maybe you just try to ignore the thought altogether, thinking it will just go away. Let me tell you something, it won't. So let's use a visual. Imagine that you're doing a task and a gnat keeps buzzing around your head. You swat it away thinking that it's gone. But guess what? 5 minutes later, here comes that gnat again. So annoying, right? The gnat is your negative thought. And like the gnat, it just wants a bit of your attention. So give it to him. Give him some attention. 30 seconds, 3 minutes, whatever you need. Then just like the gnat, you squash the thought. Now, how do we actually do this? Well, here's a simple tool to reframe your brain. I call it the thought interrogation. You could either write it down or use a visualization. Let's start with the visualization. So I want you to close your eyes and picture yourself standing on a sidewalk of a busy street. Each car that's driving by is a thought that you've been holding on to, especially the ones that don't serve you. Now I want you to hail down a car just like you would do a cab. Get in and let it start driving. And as it's driving, ask these 5 questions. Question 1, what is the thought that I'm having? Let's say from the example above, I'm too old to change careers. Question 2, what is the function of this thought? Why am I having it? Maybe it's because only you think young people get hired, so you might as well stay where you're at. Question 3, how is your thought behaving? Is it keeping you stuck? Is it helping you? Is it making you jealous or resentful? Question 4, is this thought even true? Really think about this one. Is there any validity to the idea that you are too old to make a change? Probably not. You bring experience, perspective, and resilience, which is all qualities that employers value. Question 5, how can I reframe this thought into a positive one? This may be hard because you are so inundated into the negative thought. But maybe try, I have a lifetime of value to offer, and it's never too late to try something new. Now your mind might want to argue with you. It might say, but it's going to be a waste of time. And if that happens, keep going. Keep asking your brain questions until you are good with the reframing. Now state the negative thought and then repeat what you reframed. Do you feel a shift when you flip the script from that negative thought into a positive one? I'm guessing there's a lot of nods yes out there. And if you're someone who finds yourself stuck in negative thinking, especially around judging others or judging yourselves, this is where my free guide that I mentioned earlier can really help. It walks you through clear, simple steps to shift your judgment into more clarity, compassion, and confidence. You can download it right here using the link in the description. So the positive is always there. Sometimes we just need to give our negative thoughts a little attention to find it. Because if you ignore them or you try to swat it away, the negative thought always wins. These 5 questions may be simple, but they're very powerful. And the key to reframing your negative thought is to catch them as soon as they're happening. Not 2 hours later, not, oh, when I have time, but now. And so if you pause and do this now, you're going to stop one negative thought turning into 10 negative thoughts. Remember, your brain is here to keep you safe, not to give you the full truth. It loves to remind you of the negative what-ifs, and it often ignores the positive ones. If you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about thought work, let me know in the comments below. And next time you're having a negative thought, try this exercise and tell me what shifted for you. And don't forget to subscribe for more tools on mindset, communication, and walking through life with confidence. I want to thank you all for being here and have a fabulous day.